Okay, so I want to try the air compressor again. Let me show you. I have this fully glazed white vase, just a test piece. I have a piece of PVC to hold it up off of the turntable. And that's the idea. So I'm going to take different glazes. I'm going to just kind of squirt it on, and then I'm going to use the air compressor to blow them around. And I want to do multiple colors, but I'd like to kind of do a light, dark, so maybe we get some distinction or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, first glaze. This is a seafoam. That gave us good results last time. Just put some on here and see what happens. Okay. I have a little John's Noxzema. This is really powerful and I don't want to overdo it. But it's kind of a darker color on top of this light. Okay, so you can see the next color tends to follow the rivulets of the first, and I'm kind of counting on that. Because when I go to blow these all over, hopefully that'll help me. You know, these things can all kind of model together, so by putting a real bright color in the mix, maybe I'll guarantee myself some. I think we should just go for it before this dries up. I have the air compressor really turned down. Well, it's starting to dry. Well, maybe not. Kind of got the sense it wasn't moving around anymore. Alright, that is not enough coverage. So, I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to get a oil spot cover glaze. It'll be white. And I want to see if I can throw some extra white, kind of a marbly over the top, and then maybe even one more glaze. It didn't spread out as much as I had hoped. And I want this to go on heavy if possible, so I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way down. Definitely making a mess, but you know, you gotta experiment. That's it. Super goopy. But hopefully we can shove it around. All right, I think I'm going to call it. Ooh. All right, I know I should just stop. I can't help it. Alright, well that's kind of interesting. Stop. Now I want to throw a little bit more of another glaze on top, and hopefully I can add something right here. Well, I don't know what you think, but I think that looks pretty frickin' bananas. This will be one I'm really excited to see come out of tomorrow's kiln fire. Yeah, look how crazy that looks. Alright, let's do another one. Let me squirt a little bit of the metallic matte black on here. Okay, this is going to be a mess. Oof. All right. So, because I'm going to flip this over, I'm worried about putting the Ashley's Rivulette right at the base like I did on the last one. So this time I'm going to do it in the middle, or maybe just above the middle. Should be quick about it, I don't want to go crazy. You can see it's crooked. That's a little more than I wanted, but I think it's going to work. Okay, I need to do some sponge cleanup here off camera. We'll let this dry. Some metallic matte black. Let's start. How should we do this? Ugh. Alright, we'll clean that up later. Let's blow this around. Now let's put a little bit of Rivulette right in the middle. Okay. Boy, that looks like a mess. All right, we're just going to let that dry up and do its thing. Oh, that didn't work like I thought. Okay, let's blow this around, see what happens. Now for some Rivulette. I really want to see how... I've been putting too much on. I want to get just a small amount. Here we go. Now, I want to really load this one up. The yellow is already a wild card. I'm going to let this dry. And now all the other ones I've blown around or let float while everything was wet, but I'm going to let this dry up. I have some cream rust, which if you've seen other videos is kind of a browny tan to white. I'm just going to keep going until it's fully coated. I have some little spots I didn't cover. That's okay. That will be interesting. Overall, I'll tell you, I think this was fun. I first opened the kiln and they all kind of looked a little more washed out than I expected. These whites I put over the top didn't quite break and pool like I thought, but you know, the more I looked at them, the more I really liked them. I hope the camera is going to kind of pick up on. It's a very soft, almost like watercolors. That's the first one. I think that's fun. Let's see what else we got. Now this is the one, this is my favorite. This is the one that I was excited about the most when we were glazing. And again, it's very subtle with the greens, but I like the idea that there's kind of this modeling behind the scenes, and then we have these stripes, almost like looking into a forest or something, you know? I mean, there's definitely stuff going on in the background, and then these nice lines break through. Yeah, I think that is really fun. I think this piece is the one I like the most out of all of them, but let me show you the others and you can tell me what you like. So we have this little guy. Wasn't a white. That Rivulette is more like this kind of green. So this piece ended up being a little bit more monochromatic than I expected, is my point. But it's definitely a cool effect. So, like I said, not terrible, not my favorite, but that was that. Next up, we have these two mugs. I think both of these mugs turned out kind of fun. Again, when I saw both of them, they looked a little washed out at first, like, I don't know. I mean, the colors are light for sure, they're subtle, but I don't know, maybe you just think it looks goopy and washed out. It could. It could. I definitely think that one of my takeaways on all of these is I need to be a little bit less heavy-handed with the top white coat, because that is not in fact breaking, it's covering. So, and of the two mugs, I like this one the best. You can see the areas I didn't cover that got less covered, or almost more marbly. I don't know. So like, to me, this area is very cool. I mean, it all looks nice. This is okay too. But this, ooh, I like that. So I think I'm gonna have to really think more about the colors that I'm using, and just making sure I'm not coating them too heavily with something else. So tell me what you think. I think that's my favorite mug, the blue mug. I think my wife likes the yellow one. I think they're both fun. We're definitely going to put them into use. So leave me a comment and let me know. Do you like the blue and yellow watercolored kind of look? We have this guy here. We have our little monochromatic round pot. And the blue and the yellow mugs. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you tried something like this, and let me know which one you like best.